What new motorcycles for 2024? Let's get into it. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. So, what brand new motorcycles for 2024? A lot of the manufacturers now are coming out with their new models. If you go check out the website, RevelatorAlf.com, you'll see all the latest news from most of the manufacturers and their latest models. But what brand new motorcycles for 2024? If we look at Indian, they've just released their 2024 lineup. There aren't any major changes. You got the FTR 100% R Carbon, you got the Indian Challenger Elite, and you got the new power band audio system. But essentially the lineup is exactly the same. If we go to the Japanese brands, Yamaha, Kawasaki, Suzuki haven't really brought out anything substantial. Honda, they've come out with a lot of model updates, a lot of model variations. They've brought back a couple of older motorcycles that have kind of been updated as well. They've got the new Honda CB 1000 Hornet, CBR 650R, CBR 600RR, and of course they've got this Honda e-clutch technology that they're going to be introducing into 2024 bikes and 2025 as well. But as far as brand new, groundbreaking motorcycles, there isn't a lot there. So let's just talk about Harley-Davidson, for example, because where most other motorcycle manufacturers release their new models at this time of year in the autumn, Harley-Davidson always waits until January to give information of their brand new motorcycles. But are we expecting anything different? Are we expecting there to be a brand new motorcycle from the American motorcycle manufacturer? What we're likely to see are variations in the existing lineup, whether it's in the Softails, whether it's in the Taurus, with the M8 engines. You're going to get engine upgrades. You're going to get style changes. You're possibly going to get suspension and electronic packages that may change a little bit. But fundamentally, they're going to be the same bikes. You may even get an older bike that has returned or a brand new model. But underneath the chassis, the engine will be something that we've seen before. It will be evident that it's actually the same components from other models. If we take the CVOs, for example, the CVOs are essentially a street glide and a road glide, but they've just got extra parts on there. Upgraded parts, more refined parts, more expensive parts. But fundamentally, underneath, it's exactly the same. Yes, now the CVOs have always had that bigger engine, let's say, certainly this year with the 121 VVT engine. So that is a difference. But the engine itself, how it fits in the chassis, is exactly the same. So where are we most likely to see the big changes from Harley-Davidson? Well, the new models are more likely to come out the Revolution Max platform, but they're not going to be groundbreaking new models. We're probably looking at new models or style changes with variations of engine size. Now, if you watch my channel for a couple of years now, you would know that I've always talked about the Revolution Max engine in various engine sizes. 1250, 975, a 750 and a 500. The 500 and 750 have never really been talked about, but now it looks more and more likely that another motorcycle model or variant that has been talked about for, let's say, a year, a cafe racer, could come out with a 750cc engine. But is this groundbreaking? Well, no, because we still got this Revolution Max engine. It's still going to be in a very similar style, frame, chassis to, let's say, a Nightster. So there isn't a lot there that is groundbreaking. Harley-Davidson already brought out their new motorcycles when they launched the Revolution Max engine in the Pan America. That was groundbreaking. That was something completely different. That was a total departure for Harley-Davidson. Now we're in the process of consolidation. We're in the process of bringing out new models that are using existing parts from other motorcycles or using the same engine but with changes to the chassis, changes to electronics, suspension. But if we're talking about a brand new motorcycle, it's unlikely to happen. And why? Because it costs too much and the risk is too great. I was listening to a very interesting interview with Elon Musk of Tesla fame, of course. And he was talking about the Cybertruck that they're likely to bring out in the next month or two and the difficulties of bringing that vehicle into production. He was wanting to stress that the design and the construction of the prototype is relatively easy. It's bringing that model into production with all the supply chains, with all the manufacturing, with all the tooling that's required, the investment that's required, the sourcing of raw materials, the arranging of all the other components, all the supply of all the other components, how that's all put together. Where is it put together? The manufacturing line, the testing, the analysis. Any item that you can think of on a brand new motorcycle takes an enormous amount of work, enormous amount of effort, and enormous amount of risk just to bring that into production. So when we're talking about new motorcycles, new cars, more often than not, we're talking about a platform, a tried and tested platform that has been used before, or they're bringing across components from other motorcycles or other cars in the case. So Harley-Davidson are no different. Honda will be no different. Kawasaki will be no different. They're going to try something new, but they're going to use that as a foundation for lots of other new models, lots of evolution. But it's highly unlikely that there'll be a brand new motorcycle right now from the likes of Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, and especially Harley-Davidson. And Harley-Davidson, of course, have also been quoted recently saying, well, hey, we're going through tough times. And that's no different from other manufacturers as well. They're saying exactly the same thing over the last 2 or 3 years, not only in motorcycling, but also in car manufacturing as well. So where are the new motorcycle models going to come from 2024? The likelihood is for Harley-Davidson, it's going to come in the Revolution Max engine. And for other manufacturers, it's going to come by evolutions of existing models that they already have. Or they're going to dust off a few older models and revamp them with new technology, let's say a redesigned chassis for 2024. But something that's completely new is highly unlikely. Now, what might happen is they'll launch a brand new component. Let's just say Honda, for example, with their e-clutch technology. They use that component in existing motorcycles and then gradually develop. We've got Harley-Davidson with their 121 cubic inch engine with the VVT. Maybe we'll see VVT in other engines, other size engines. That's the way it works. But it won't be a completely brand new motorcycle. They'll use new technology in existing motorcycles, or they'll bring out new models that look different, but essentially using very similar components from other motorcycles. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you want to see brand new motorcycles, or do you think there's a lot of room within the existing platforms to make exciting new motorcycles for 2024, 2025? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. And I'll catch you again on a video coming very soon. Bye now.